Have you ever wondered how our ancestors lived thousands of years ago? Let's rewind the clock, far past the era of smartphones and skyscrapers, beyond the age of knights and castles, even before the time of the Romans and Greeks. We land in the Fertile Crescent of Mesopotamia, around 4500 BC, where the dawn of civilization breaks with the rise of the Sumerians. The Sumerians, a civilization that sprouted around the southern regions of Mesopotamia, are the earliest known civilization in the world. Their contributions to human history are so profound that they continue to echo in our modern lives today. One of their most significant achievements was the creation of the first writing system, known as cuneiform. This was no mere collection of pictographs, but a full-fledged system of symbols representing sounds, ideas, and objects. Cuneiform allowed the Sumerians to record their laws, transactions, and even their dreams, marking the beginning of written history. The Sumerians were not only skilled scribes but also astute astronomers. They had an advanced understanding of the heavens, even by today's standards. With their naked eyes they observed the stars, charted their movements, and recognized patterns. Their celestial observations led to the creation of the first lunar calendar, which divided the year into 12 months based on the cycles of the moon. Moreover, their studies of the skies led to the earliest known form of astrology. The Sumerians believed that the movements of the stars and planets could foretell future events, a belief that has persisted and evolved into the horoscopes we know today. So, as we journey through the annals of history, we find that our modern world owes much to the ingenuity and wisdom of the Sumerians. They were the pioneers of civilization, laying the groundwork for the complex societies that were to follow. So the next time you look up at the night sky, remember the Sumerians who were the first to map the stars. What if I told you the Egyptians didn't build the pyramids alone? Now, that might sound like a controversial statement, but let's dive into the facts. For centuries we've held the image of the mighty pharaohs commanding an army of slaves to build these colossal structures. This image, however, has been challenged by recent archaeological findings. The pyramids, those towering testaments to human ingenuity and determination, were not built by slaves. Instead, they were crafted by a diverse group of paid laborers and artisans. This revelation came to light when archaeologists discovered the graves of these workers, located not far from the pyramids themselves. The evidence found in these graves tells a different story from the one we're familiar with. The bodies buried there showed signs of well-fed individuals who had access to medical care. This was far from the life of a typical slave. The graves also contained artifacts that suggested these workers were skilled artisans, not simply laborers. What's even more fascinating is that these workers weren't just from Egypt. Evidence points to a multicultural workforce hailing from various parts of the ancient world. This indicates that the construction of the pyramids was a global endeavor, a project that brought different cultures together in pursuit of a common goal. So why does this matter? Well, it fundamentally changes our understanding of how the pyramids were built. It underlines the importance of cooperation and unity in achieving monumental tasks. It challenges the narrative of oppression and highlights the role of skilled workers in creating one of the world's most awe-inspiring marvels. We see the pyramids as symbols of the ancient world, but they are also mirrors reflecting the society that built them. They reveal a world where diverse groups could come together, combining their skills and knowledge to achieve something extraordinary. The pyramids stand as a testament not just to the power of the pharaohs, but to the collective strength of a multicultural workforce. The pyramids, it seems, were not built through oppression but by a united multicultural workforce. Could the mythical city of Atlantis have been more than just a myth? For centuries, this question has intrigued scholars and adventurers alike, sparking numerous theories about the possible location of this lost civilization. Some suggest it may be found in the depths of the Mediterranean Sea, the cradle of many ancient civilizations. Others argue that Atlantis might be hidden beneath the azure waves of the Caribbean, a region known for its treasure troves of sunken ships and lost cities. Yet, despite the appeal of these theories, recent geological findings hint at a different location altogether. The Black Sea region, often overlooked in the search for Atlantis, has emerged as a compelling contender. Here, submerged beneath the sea's dark surface, are the remnants of a city that bears a striking resemblance to Plato's description of Atlantis. Plato, the ancient Greek philosopher, painted a vivid picture of Atlantis in his dialogues. He described a prosperous civilization marked by concentric rings of water and land, a marvel of engineering and architecture. Remarkably, the sunken city in the Black Sea region mirrors this description, its layout echoing the intricate design that Plato detailed over 2,000 years ago. Moreover, geological studies show that this area was once dry land, a thriving hub of human activity. But a cataclysmic event, possibly a flood, plunged it beneath the sea, effectively wiping it off the map. This aligns with Plato's account of Atlantis' downfall, further strengthening the case for the Black Sea as the potential location of this lost city. In the face of these compelling findings, the notion of Atlantis as a mere legend seems less and less plausible. Instead, it appears that this mythical city might be a submerged reality, its secrets preserved in the depths of the Black Sea. So, as we delve deeper into the mysteries of the ancient world, we may be on the brink of a monumental discovery. The lost city of Atlantis, once thought to be a product of Plato's imagination, might soon emerge from the realm of myth into the light of truth. Atlantis may not be a mere legend after all, but a submerged reality waiting to be fully uncovered. Did you know the Mayans predicted their end long before it happened? Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, but instead let's step back in time, to the Mayan civilization, one of the most advanced ancient societies. This civilization, known for its intricate architecture, astronomical systems, and most notably its calendar, was far ahead of its time. The Mayans developed a complex calendar system, unlike anything the world had seen before. They used 3 different calendars, each serving a unique purpose. And amazingly, they all interconnected seamlessly, much like gears in a clock. The first, known as the Tzolk'in, was a sacred calendar consisting of 260 days. The second, the Hab, was a civil calendar with 365 days, much like our modern Gregorian calendar. And the third, the long count, was used to track longer periods of time, spanning thousands of years. Now, on to the prediction. The Mayans believed in cycles of creation and destruction, a belief mirrored in their long count calendar. This calendar ended on December 21, 2012, leading many to interpret it as a prophecy of the world's end. However, this interpretation was a misunderstanding. The Mayans weren't predicting the end of the world, but rather the end of a cycle, which would then give birth to a new era. This prediction was not ominous, but a natural part of their cyclical worldview. It's much like how we view the end of a year, not as an ending, but as the beginning of a new year. The Mayans were remarkably accurate in their timekeeping. Their calendar aligned with astronomical events, and they even accounted for the extra quarter day in the solar year, a feat not achieved by the Europeans until the introduction of the Gregorian calendar in 1582. The Mayans may have vanished, but their timekeeping legacy still influences our understanding of history and time. Their calendars serve as a testament to their intellectual prowess and their deep understanding of the universe's rhythms. So, what have we learned about these ancient civilizations that surprises us the most? Let's take a moment to recap the astonishing facts we've discussed so far. Our journey began with the Sumerians, who inhabited southern Mesopotamia over 5,000 years ago. Despite the limitations of their time, they displayed an incredible understanding of astronomy. They not only knew about the 5 planets visible to the naked eye, but they also had a lunar calendar that's still remarkably accurate by today's standards. Isn't it astounding to think of these early humans gazing up at the night sky with such discerning eyes? Next, we ventured to the sands of Egypt, where the majestic pyramids hold their secrets tight. We discovered that contrary to popular belief, the pyramids weren't built by slaves. Instead, they were constructed by a multicultural workforce of Egyptians. These workers were not shackled captives, but rather skilled laborers, architects, and engineers who worked in exchange for food and a proper place to live. This reveals an entirely different picture of the Pyramid era, doesn't it? Then our journey took us to the lost city of Atlantis, a civilization shrouded in mystery and intrigue. While some believe it to be a mere myth, others hypothesize that it could be real, possibly located near the island of Santorini. The fact that such a legendary city might have existed and is waiting to be discovered is truly mind-boggling, isn't it? Finally, we delved into the Mayan calendar's accuracy. The Mayans, with their advanced understanding of celestial movements, developed a calendar system so precise that it rivals our modern-day Gregorian calendar. Makes you wonder just how advanced they really were, doesn't it? As we continue to dig deeper into our past, who knows what other extraordinary secrets we will uncover about our ancestors.